Hello, lovely. Welcome to this 15-minute midweek check-in. You won't need any props today other than your mat and yourself. So when you're ready, come to find yourself seated in the middle of the mat. Come into a cross-legged position in the center of the mat, unless that's really uncomfortable on the knees for whatever reason, and then just find something that's more suited for you today. Once you have found your position, let's close those eyes down. If it's not comfortable to have the gaze completely closed, as always, you can just take a gentle gaze to the tip of your nose, just to bring that focus and attention inwards towards the body, drowning out anything that is not in the perimeters of your mat. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Exhale, sigh any anxiety, any stress, any tension out through the mouth. Really nice. Return back to inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but maintaining a nice depth to the breath. Taking a few moments here just to arrive to today's practice, to get the mind to understand that the next 15 minutes or so is for you and your body to reconnect, to check in, to reset. As we're sitting here, let's get connected with the body, so actively and consciously reaching and pushing the tailbones into the mat. We're sitting with purpose here. We're opening up the legs slightly, so maybe have a gentle feel of having this external rotation of the thighs, so you're pressing the knees down towards the mat, trying to lift up the inner thigh. Stacking the ribs over the hips, so the spine is encouraged to go nice and long, bringing the shoulders so that it's in line with the ribs and the hips, and stacking the head nice and tall, maybe reaching upwards slightly towards the ceiling with the crown of the head. Feel free to be intentional with the hands as well. You can place backs of the hands on the knees, palms facing up, if you want a little bit of opening today. If you feel like you want some grounding, flip the palms over so palms are facing and planting onto the thighs or the knees, backs of the hands up towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths here. Really nice. When you're ready, gently flicker the eyes back open, bring the gaze into the room. Or you can keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable for you today. And we're going to bring the right hand behind the back, grabbing hold of either the left forearm or, if you can, the left bicep. And then when you're ready, reach the left ear over to the left shoulder, opening up that right neck, pressing that right shoulder down the back, using the grip that you have on the left arm to encourage that right shoulder to keep pressing down and avoid coming up towards the ceiling. Really nice. When you're ready, start to tuck the chin towards the chest, roll the head down the center of the body, and allow it to come on the opposite side. So this time right ear is right, reaching to right shoulder, opening up the left side. 1 more breath. Really nice. Bring the head back to neutral, release the grip you had on the left side, getting ready to go on the opposite. So this time bring in left hand behind the back, grab hold of the right arm, either on the forearm or the bicep, just avoiding the elbow area if that's possible. And then when you're ready, dropping right ear over to right shoulder, opening up the left side of the body. Really nice. Again, consciously making sure that left shoulder isn't making its way up towards the left ear. And slowly start to tuck the chin down towards the chest. Bring it all the way over, so left ear is now reaching to left shoulder. Opening up right neck. Maybe even bring a little smile to the mouth, turning up the corners of the mouth. Last breath. Really nice. Bring the head back to center. Release the grip you had on the right arm. Then bring in the hands, interlace the fingers, place them at the back of the head. Press the elbows away from you as much as you can, but avoid lifting up the chest too much. We're still trying to keep the spine in a nice long line and sit tall without flaring the chest as much as you can. On your inhale, bring the elbows together. Have this kind of pulling back feeling in the belly as someone has just punched you. And then as you exhale, you're going to release the hands and the elbows back. Open, lift the chest this time. Let's do that again. Inhale, close everything in. The elbows close in. You're pulling the belly button back to the spine. Have a nice curve in the spine. Exhale, lift the chest up and open. Elbows pull back. Inhale, close everything down. Exhaling, lifting the chest up, push the elbows back, lift the heart. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Release the hands. Bring the hands to sit on the knees or the thighs. And let's take some circles with the torso. So you're bringing the ribs. And you're kind of as if you're a witch and you're mixing the pot. You're really winding the spine here. You may find some clicks are happening, some weirdness is happening in the body, as long as it's not painful. That's just releasing all of that compression you've built up throughout the day or the week. One more in this direction. Then when you're ready, let's go the opposite way. Even out the body. Really try to go to each edge and making sure we're still trying to keep those sit bones flat on the floor. So try not to lift them. So once you go to each side of the body, you're kind of pulling in the opposite direction with the sit bone or with the opposite hip. Really nice. And then bring yourself back to center. Once you have, roll over the shins. Let's find a nice tabletop position. So as always, hands directly underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And then press left hand as much as you can into the mat. Release right hand up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the right hand back down, thread it underneath the left hand. See if you can place shoulder on the floor. Maybe the head drops to the floor. Once you're there, reach your left hand out in front of you. We're now thread the needle. See if you can keep pressing the tops of the feet into the mat or tucking the toes under, but just being intentional with where they're placed. Enjoying this opening and this twisting of the spine. Maybe check in with your thoughts. See if the mind is wandering a little bit, and if it is, just bringing it back. Acknowledge those thoughts and then let them go. Maybe bring some focus to your breath. Maybe bring focus to the music, to my voice. Last breath. Really nice. Bring left hand back in towards the mat so you can press the right shoulder off the floor. Bring it up first. Open up the chest to the right side. Reach right hand up and then place it on the mat. Let's go on the opposite side. So inhale. Peel left arm off the floor, reach it up towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring it back the opposite way. Tuck in left arm underneath right arm this time, left shoulder places on the mat. Maybe reach the right hand out in front of you. Again, be intentional with the placement of the feet. And bring that attention to whatever you've done on the last side. So whether it is your breath, maybe you're following the feeling of the breath as it enters and exits the body. And then when you're ready, let's bring the right hand back to center. Press the palm of the hand into the floor. Bring the left hand to meet the right, so you're in your tabletop position. Pressing into the floor with the left foot this time. The left knee, pressing the right heel back, lifting the right foot up. Squeeze the right glute. Take an inhale and exhale. On your inhale, start to bring that knee in towards the chest. Maybe release the right hand to create space for that right foot to come forward, and you're in your low lunge. The hands can come to rest on the thigh, or you can reach them up and over. Whatever you're doing with the hands, we're here for 3 breaths. You don't need to sink to your furthest expression in our low lunge today. We're just taking a gentle release of the hips. Last breath. Really nice. And then bringing the hands to the floor. Exhale, just push the hips back. Come onto the heel of that right foot. We're taking this gentle half split position. Again, I don't want you to go to your furthest point unless you've had a good practice beforehand or warm up beforehand and your body's nice and warm. Let's take a little flow here. So inhale, bring the weight back over the front leg. Come back to your low lunge. Exhale, pushing the hip back, straightening that front leg. It doesn't have to go all the way straight. Just bringing a little bit of stretch to the hamstring. Inhale, bring the weight forward again. Exhale, push the hips back. Really nice. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pushing back. 2 more. Inhaling. Keep this movement nice and slow. Exhaling. Try not to rush it. Take the full breath count to move the body. Last one. Exhaling, pushing back to that half split position. Really nice. Bring the weight back over the front foot. Plant left hand on the floor. Maybe move the right hand out the way to bring the knee back, and you're in your tabletop position. Let's go on the left side. So this time pressing left heel behind you. Take an inhale here. Exhaling. And inhale, bring that knee towards the chest. Maybe move left hand out the way to allow that left leg to come to the front of the mat. Again, take your low lunge position. Same hands that you have on the opposite side, so either resting on the thigh or arms come up overhead for 3 breaths. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Come into frame, front foot. Then pushing hips back, find the half split on this left side. Taking a moment here again. No need to stretch to your furthest point in your half split. It's just a gentle opening of the body. Allowing time for the mind and the body to connect. When you're ready, inhale, bring that weight forward, find your low lunge. Exhale, push the hips back, maybe pull belly button back to the spine. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, pushing back. Really nice. Inhale, opening up that hip flexor. Exhale, moving the body up. Really connecting breath to movement here. Last one. When you're ready, bring the weight over that front foot. This time, tuck the back toe under. See if you can lift the back knee off the floor. Rock backwards. Give yourself a little push to arrive at the top of the mat. If that hasn't worked for you today, just find yourself any way possible to the top of the mat. Bring your elbows. Bring the hands to the elbows so you're in this ragdoll position. Just hang the torso heavily over the head. Over the legs, not the head. That would be weird. Maybe have a sway from side to side. It may even feel nice to keep the knees bent here. The aim of this is to decompress the spine rather than opening up the hamstrings. So making sure you have this nice weighty feeling in the body, in the upper body in particular. And you're continuously feeling it release closer towards the floor. Just have a play with that. You may need to bend the knees in order to get that sensation. One more breath here. Really nice. Stopping the swaying from side to side. If you were doing so, release the hands to the floor. You can keep the feet in this position or shuffle them out to as wide as the mat. Whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to come down to a squat. It's okay if the heels lift off the floor. Just taking a moment here to slowly bring the head back above the heart. And then when you're ready, releasing the bum down towards the mat. Come to find a seated position. Again, ideally cross-legged, but it's not essential. So if there's something more comfortable for you today, take that seated position. We're going to close today's practice with 4-part breathing. I'll talk you through it in case you're not aware of what that is. But first, let's take a couple of cleansing breaths to synchronize the breath. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And keep doing that as I just gently talk you through 4-part breathing. So we're going to count each part of the breath for 4 counts. So we're going to inhale for 4 counts, and then hold the inhale in for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold the exhale out for 4 counts. So when you're ready, inhaling for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and again inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. And hold. Exhale. And hold. Inhale. And hold. Exhale. And hold. 2 more in your own breath count. Really nice, and then just return back to breathing as normal. Feel free to close the eyes if they're not already closed. Or as I said at the beginning of the class, just have a gentle gaze to the tip of the nose. Bringing the hands together at heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today, for checking in with yourself. Have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you.